All right, are we live? Are we live? Am I live? Hmm. Yes, I am live. Oh my gosh. Yay. All right. So, where to start? So, welcome to those that are joining me. I haven't done a live stream for almost, Jesus Christ. I took notes over here in my little black book. And the reason why I took some notes is because, again, I haven't live streamed for such a long time, especially the server room. So, it's been a long time. I think 4 years. I think the last live stream that I did with you guys for the server room was 4 years ago. The last one was May 7th, 2020. And I had to take some time off, man. It's a lot of stress, especially when you're doing it on your own and creating all the virtual machines, testing, vetting everything, making sure everything goes well. It was stressful. So I took a lot of time off and I focused with the YouTube videos that I've been pushing out for you guys, as well as work, as well as family stuff with my son. And then COVID hit and blah, 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 right? But the server room hit 57 videos. I want to try to push the server room back this year. I'm going to take it easy. I'm baby steps. I want to crawl. And then once I crawl, I'm going to take baby steps and then run. So what that basically that means is I'm going to take my time pushing out content. I'm not going to do advanced stuff right away. As you can see on the title of this live stream, it's all about resetting the user password within AD using PowerShell. I've been doing a lot of PowerShell, especially with this new job. My old job, I said to myself, when I start a new job, I want to do a lot of PowerShell. PowerShell makes life super easy. And when I started this job about 2 years ago, I started doing a lot of PowerShell and I built like an entire library of PowerShell stuff and I want to push it out to you guys. So I said to myself, okay, let's do it through the server room and then work myself into building servers and dealing with Windows Server 2022 and all that stuff. So baby steps. So we're going to get straight into it. And hopefully everything looks okay. And if you guys are able to hear me, please send me a chat. I got one person already saying hi, hello, welcome to the live stream. I'm hoping everything sounds okay, looks okay. I want to check one thing before we just go straight into it. All right, got one person, Ajax. Ajax, hopefully I'm saying that right. I'm horrible with names. That's the reason why I called my son Bernardo because it's simple. So I apologize if I kill your name. All right, so everything looks good. We're gonna go straight into it and let's get into it. So, like I said, I'm taking baby steps with the server room. I'm not going all crazy with a huge server. I have a laptop. I'm using the X1 Carbon from Lenovo. I have VMware Workstation. Again, baby steps. And for the next couple of live streams, I'm going to do a lot of PowerShell, a lot of GPO stuff, and then I'll work into advanced stuff. So my current setup is I'm using VMware Workstation. I think this is version 17. Yep, 17.0 Pro. I have a DC, which is actually running, if I go here, type in WinVER, my DC is running 2022. And I have two virtual machines, PC01 and PC02. Log into these machines. PC01 is a Windows 11 because that's what that's what we're getting, that's what we're pushing out at our 9 to 5 job. And I have a Windows 10 machine because why not? Because eventually when the path of the stream gets to that point, we could probably upgrade Windows 10 to Windows 11 using maybe MDT, MCCM, SCCM or configuration manager, whatever you want to call it. But again, that's later on live stream, baby steps. So I got these three virtual machines. Yes, I could go in here and like the live stream says, resetting the password in AD. Everyone's done it. You know, you load up your AD, you locate your user, and I have a user called Bruce Wayne. I can right click on it and I can reset the password. Everyone has done this. That's cool. But I'm a fancy dude. I'm a fancy pretty dude and I love using PowerShell. So I'm gonna show you guys how to do that PowerShell. Now you are able to right click on the start menu, go to Windows PowerShell here and do all the commands within the AD. But I do not like to do anything within the domain controller. I like to do everything remotely. And that's typically with a workstation, with my workstation, and I just run the PowerShell commands to the AD, make the changes. So from here, we're going to run Windows PowerShell ISE. I already have it, you know, pinned to my taskbar. But if you click on your start, and let's type in Windows PowerShell ISE. I'm going to run this. This is what I like running because it gives you the command prompt as well as a nice blank page so you can type in then run it. I'm going to run it as an administrator, and I'm going to hit yes for the user account control, and we're going to run it. Now, I know everything is kind of small. Don't worry, I will zoom in. Okay, so let me zoom in real quick. And before I even zoom in into the command prompt, so before you even start using PowerShell within your Active Directory, you need to install the optional features. Now, for Windows 11, if you click on the Start button, and I think if you type in optional features, click on optional features. Now, I already have it installed, but let's say I did not have it installed. You want to go into add an additional feature. We're going to click on view, and within here, you're going to type in RSAT. Once you type that in, you're going to get everything that's part of the remote server administrative tools, you know, package. Apparently, Windows 11 kind of broke it down, so you're rather than installing everything, you're able to pick which feature you want to install. So from here, just give it a check mark, click next, and just give it some time, and it's going to install. Now, the ones that I install for my AD stuff, if I go to see history and I do RSAT, these are the ones that I install. I'm going to zoom in a little bit for you guys so you guys are able to see. So these are the ones that I install. Group policy management tools, because again, like I said, I'm taking baby step with this live stream with the server room. Baby steps first before we get into the advanced stuff. I install group policy management tools because I want to push out a lot of GPO stuff to you guys. DNS server tools because I needed to configure my DNS stuff within this small lab. And Active Directory domain services, lightweight directory service tools. I needed that to use PowerShell for AD. Okay. So wow, nice. So once you have that stuff installed, we are able to run some commands within PowerShell. So I'm actually going to zoom in a bit so you guys can see everything because I am definitely blind. So the first command is, and I'm looking over here because I have my notes, right? Gotta have notes. So first command that we're going to do is import module, and it's called Active Directory. Super simple, right? Makes sense. Active Directory. Give me one sec. I need to mute something real quick. That's going to be annoying. And let me just gotta mute my phone because I'm focused with you guys, right? So again, like the first command is import module Active Directory, and you have a couple options with PowerShell. You can highlight it and then you can run it. But if you have the cursor at the end, if you click F8 or you click this button here, it actually runs this selection. If you have like a bunch of commands, you can run this, which runs the entire script, if it is a script, or F5. I typically do F8 or I just hit this button. Once you hit that button, let me zoom out real quick because you're not going to see what's going to happen. Zoom out. It's going to import. If this is your first time importing the modules, you should see like a progress bar, and it's going to start doing its thing, or it's going to start installing and whatever, and it's going to disappear, and it should give you this command prompt, which is good. That means it's imported. Now, if you want to know if everything was imported correctly, the next command that we're going to run, let me zoom in for you guys real quick. The next command that we're going to run is get command, And you can start typing. And I think I have, if I go into edit, I'm gonna click on Smart IntelliSense. It should give me, as soon as I type in, it should give me like a nice little tooltip. Or you can hit the tab and it should autofill for you. I love that feature. Autofill is awesome. So I'm going to do a parameter of module, and the module is going to be the Active Directory module that we imported, right? And I'm going to run this. Now, if you go bottom all the way to the bottom right here, you're going to see all the commandlets that were imported or you're able to use within PowerShell dealing with Active Directory. There is a crap load of it. There's a lot of them. There is a lot. We're not going to go over all these because it's just too much to go over. Again, the live stream title says what? Resetting the password. Again, you are like in the beginning, super simple. Find the user, right click, change password. But I don't like doing that. I like using PowerShell the majority of the time. So I'm going to show you how to do it in PowerShell. So there's a couple of ways that you could do it. I like to do it this way. You probably have your own style, but this is how I like to do it. One thing is I like to declare a variable. And the variable I like to, it depends on how you want it. I'm going to declare a variable called pass. Now, pass is going to be assigned to the following. It's going to be convert to a secure string. I think if I do auto tab, convert, oops, spell convert wrong. Convert to, and then if I do tab, there it goes. Convert to dash secure string. Now, open and close quotations, and then we're going to finish the command first. And then we're going to do as plain text, which is one of the parameters, and then we're going to force it. I'm going to hit tab on that, force it. Now, in between the open and close quotations is going to be the password that you want. So let's give it 20 BTNHD 2024. So you're probably saying to yourself, Bernard, you probably already have that password set to that account over there in Active Directory. So you're doing some magic and it's gonna work. Okay, I got you. So let's zoom out. Let's get inside our domain controller. And this is the account that I want to change, which is Bruce Wayne. Let's right click on Bruce Wayne. And let's reset the password. Old school, this is the way that a lot of us have done it before. I don't want him to change it. I'm actually going to open up Notepad within the domain controller. Bingo. And let's give it a password. So I'm actually going to go to fonts. And let's do 24 because I'm blind as a bat. I'm going to zoom in a little bit here. Awesome. And the password that I'm going to give this guy is password 5501 2024. I'm going to select it. I'm going to right click on it. I'm going to copy it. And then I'm going to minimize the notepad. And I'm going to go in here. I'm going to right click and I'm going to paste it. So this is the password here. Again, this is the password that we just set old school to Bruce Wayne. So we're going to click OK. Password for Bruce Wayne has been changed. But again, we're going to go inside PowerShell. In PowerShell, we're going to change it using PowerShell now. I don't want you guys to think that this password was already set to the account and shit's gonna work. No, I don't want you to think that, okay? Because we're gonna change it again. So the next command that we want to run would be the following. Now we're gonna be using the Active Directory commandlets. So the first one that we want to do is set AD account, and the one that we want would be password. So hit tab to autocomplete. The parameter that we want to be will be identity. We're going to do, I think you could do open and close quotations or no open and close quotations. I'm not going to use it, but I am going to identify the user account. So it would be the user's UPN, user principal name. So it would be Bruce.Wayne. I think I spelled it right. Hopefully I spelled it right. Let's see. Okay, spelled it right. Awesome. Let me zoom in for you guys that cannot see because I am blind as a bat. All right, so we just identified the user account that we want to set the password. So the next parameter that we want to do would be new password. And now the new password would be what? It would be the variable that we just declared the password, which would be pass. And then what we want to do, run another parameter of reset, because that's the whole purpose of this command, right? Set AD account password to Bruce Wayne. The new password is actually set to pass, which would be 20, BTNHD 24, and then reset. Now we gotta finish it up. So we're gonna do another command of set AD user, right? And the user, we're going to do a parameter of ID. And the ID would be what? The AD user. So that would be Bruce. And it's up to you. You can actually do open and close quotations to the user account. It's really up to you. I forgot what's best practice, but typically this is how I do it without the open and close quotations. Now, for those individuals, when you change the password, you want them to reset it once they log in. Like you saw when I reset it within the Active Directory, I unchecked that option for them to reset once they log in. But if you want to do that, this is how you do it on line 8. Set AD user identity Bruce Wayne, and the parameter would be change password at login, and make sure it is set to true. Boom. So this is the command. All right. Let's run these commands. We're going to run the first one, which is this guy right here. I'm going to put the cursor at the very end, and I'm just going to run it. Boom. When I run it, it goes here. Boom. And what that does is if I actually go inside the command prompt right here, and let's say I do $pass, I'm going to call $pass, that variable, and I hit enter, it's going to say this, system security string, secure string. It's going to say that. Okay, that's good. That's good, right? It's secure. Can't really see it. Let's go back here. We're going to run this command here. We're going to run it. Boom. When you run it, the password is not met. The length and okay. Oh, I got an AD GPO policy, so that is definitely not going to work. So let's give it let's give it pound and then pound. Make sure I remember it too. So now, because I have group policy and I have a password complexity policy within my domain controller, it didn't like that. It was too simple. But because we made modifications to the password, we have to run this line 5 again. We got to run it again because $pass is still using the old password. We need to update it with the new password. So you can either highlight it or put the cursor at the very end and just hit run, and it runs it. Cool. Now we're able to run 7. 7 is basically setting the password. So let's, I'm going to zoom out a little bit, okay? And I'm going to click on the little clear console pan, and I'm just going to clear that to clear it up, to clean it up a little bit. Now, I got the cursor on line 7. We're going to just basically run it. Excellent. No red marks. It passed the complexity, which is awesome. And I also got to remember the password too. Okay. Now we got one more thing. We need to set this. So check this out. So let's go inside the domain controller. I'm actually going to right click on the user OU. I'm going to refresh a bit, and I'm going to double click on Wayne. We can't see the password, but if you go to accounts, you see right here, let me zoom in for you guys real quick. Boom. See in the account right here, it says it's unchecked. It's unchecked. It says the option that says user must change password at next login is unchecked. But once I run that command, you're going to see that it's going to be checked off. So let's cancel here. Let's zoom out of this. Let's go back over here. Again, I got the cursor on line 8. For the hell of it, let's just select it and just run it. Doesn't really matter. And then bam. So let's head to the domain. I'm going to right click inside this OU. I'm going to refresh a bit. Cross the fingers if everything works well. If I double click on Bruce Wayne and I go to account, there it goes. Let me zoom in for you guys. Bam. It's checked off. User must change password at next login, which is awesome. Now, everything looks like it's working, but we need to actually test to see if that password is actually working. Now, I have like really bad memory. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm definitely not gonna lie to you. So I got a pen, and I'm actually gonna write the damn password down. You think to yourself like, seriously, Bernardo, you're not gonna remember your own password, dude? I don't even know what I ate 5 minutes ago. So yeah, it's bad. It's really bad. So let's go to PCO2. And for PCO2, I'm already logged into my account, but we need to log into Bruce Wayne. So I'm going to log into this. All right. And I'm going to, oh, before I even do anything, because I don't want you guys, it's going to take a while for it to log into this machine. The reason why, because I've never logged into this machine as Bruce Wayne before. So when I go inside the C drive users, you're going to see that Bruce Wayne's user profile is not here. So it's going to take a bit for it to load up, but I don't really have like a massive amount of GPOs or roaming profiles and stuff like that loading up in the background. So it should be in and out, hopefully in and out, right? So let's exit out of this. Let's click on start, click on the silhouettes and sign out. Once it signs out, we are going to log in to this machine as Bruce Wayne with the password that we just reset with PowerShell. All right, so let's Control Alt Delete and let's go other user, Bruce Wayne, and let's use our new password 20 exclamation point BTNHD 24 exclamation point. And let's hit the little I because this is the password, right? That's the password. So let me zoom in for you guys real quick. That is the password that we set, right? 20 exclamation point BTNHD 24 exclamation point. And I'm not lying, I wrote it down. Seriously, I wrote it down. So let's you can hit the little arrow to submit, or you could just hit enter. I'm gonna hit enter. There it goes. It prompts us the user password must be changed before signing in. Let's click OK here. Let's give it a new password. I shit you not. I'm going to give it something super simple. Bam. Bam. Ah, nice. All right. And we can hit enter to submit. It is changing the password. Hopefully that fits the GPO policy. It did. The password has been changed. Let's press OK. And Bruce Wayne is logging into his account. And let's zoom out. Boom. It is saying hi, and that's it. Awesome. It's pretty simple. And that's it, guys. Yeah, again, I'm taking baby steps with the live stream. Let me just switch it to this. Baby steps as first. I know this is super simple for a lot of you guys, but for those that are not too familiar with PowerShell, I'm gonna start pushing out a lot of PowerShell with you guys. If you enjoy this type of content, hopefully this video gets at least 100 likes. The 100 likes, if this video gets 100 likes, I'm gonna start pushing out a little bit more stuff weekly. I don't know my schedule as of yet. I kind of like Saturdays because it's nice and calm. Monday through Fridays, I'm just working 12 hours, and then as soon as I get home, I'm dealing with YouTube stuff. So it's like back-to-back working Monday through Friday. And then Saturdays, my quiet time, my editing time, I can actually do stuff like this for you guys. So hopefully I can get 100 likes on this video. This would basically show me that you guys want more content and you want the server room to come back. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you for those that are here. Hello. And I'm out. I'm about to stretch out, work out, and do a quick run. And hopefully you guys stay healthy, drink a lot of water, stay safe, and I catch you guys on the next live stream. Peace out. All right, so I always forget, how do you turn it off? Is it off? Okay, it's off. It's off? No, I'm just joking. All right, bye. Serious? Off? I thought it was off. No, no. Bye.